stop, a family shop. Think Thayer, come on, let's get rolling. Come on, let's get moving. Think Thayer.
Very good game by Buffalo. Did a real good job of driving us, especially in the second half. We couldn't put together enough stops to slow them down, and couldn't generate enough points to keep up with them. So that was the game.
What was it that made it so hard for you guys to get defensive stops, especially in the second half?
Toughness. We didn't bring our hard hats today. We weren't tough enough to keep them in front. We knew what they were going to do. We told our guys, we went over it in practice over and over again, and we just weren't able to put together that stop. I mean, they drove us every single time, and we knew, telling the guys, they are driving, they are driving, they are driving, and yet they drove. So it's tough when you see that, and then you see a team that put together three consecutive wins, and then you come here tonight and you don't get that same fight, that same energy, and that was what was lacking today. You know, we had it at a point in the first half, and that gave us the lead. We were able to turn them over. I think going into halftime they had 12 turnovers at halftime or something like that, and you know, that was the difference. We had more opportunities to score, and we didn't capitalize enough in the second half. They drove us and drove us and drove us.
I was going to ask if you thought, was it too much to ask for that, the intensity that you guys have had over the last two games, which is, you know, big double overtime win over your arch rival, huge road win in overtime in the last second again. Was it too much to ask to have that for another game?
No. We were off. We had days off, day to recover. No practice, no nothing, no film. You just got a day to relax, and 2 lighter days of practice. So getting them prepared and getting their legs under you. It's the end of the season now. It's more mental than it is physical. And at this stage, we got to be mentally tougher. I mean, the way they drove us tonight is I would say more of a lack of mental toughness and the effort of trying to get a stop. I mean, we just allowed them to do whatever they wanted to do on the offensive end, and you can't beat a team like that. That's the 2-time defending champ representing the MAC in the NCAA tournament. They have a lot of those guys back, Hamilton, Perkins, Massenburg. Those guys have been there. When they bark out instructions to their other teammates, they respond. And, you know, we weren't able to. We don't have that same leadership yet, and that's something that we're working on, something that we're building. And, you know, at this stage, they're better than us right now.
Well, you talked the deciding run in the second half. You've talked about not being able to stop them defensively, not being able to stop the drive. It looked like the struggles on defense affected what was going on offensively as well.
Yeah, that could be true. What happened on the defensive end could affect what happened on the offensive end. When you're getting scored on every time, you have to score back in order to keep up. And if they're getting stops and then they're scoring on us at any time that they want, it kind of breaks your will. And that's where we were at that stage. I mean, they broke us, and they were able to score and get whatever they wanted, and they were able to get stops on the other end. And we were able to come up with a couple steals and a couple buckets to cut the lead. But, I mean, you know, it's too far in between by then, and, you know, the game was already out of hand. And unless we can get stops, and went right back to the same thing, we couldn't get stops. Once they settled down and, you know, took care of the ball better, they went right back to what they were doing.
What's your emotion as the head coach and looking at the program right now based on, you know, we weren't able to bring toughness, we weren't, you know, all the struggles that you guys had today, and especially the mental and the emotional struggles. I mean, is there a frustration on your part at that point?
Always. It's always frustrating when you don't do what you're supposed to do. If we went out and played hard and gave it our all, I would be okay with that. But when you don't go out and give it everything, rebounds. We went to the zone and we got 2 stops. They get 2 offensive rebounds and we foul. And that's just toughness. That's not a skill or anything like that. It's the ball, they saw the ball and they went after it. And our guys stood and watched. And that was disappointing because we do rebounding drills every single day in practice. And they're willing to beat up on each other and kill each other. And then we get in a game against an opponent and yet they let them kill us and beat up on us. And that's the part that's more frustrating than anything. It's something all of it is correctable. So all is not lost at this stage. We lost the game. I mean, we've lost games before. Now is how can we bounce back? And next opponent up is, I think it's Western Michigan up next. So that's where we go. We head up to Western, and we got to bounce back, and that's it. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. If we want to be in the race at all, we got to bounce back from this loss today.
Do their size also affect your ability to rebound as much as you wanted? I mean, they got what, 5 or 6 guys, 6'8", but you've got 2. Does that make a difference, you think?
No. I think rebounding is a will and desire to go get it. You don't have to be 7 foot to be a good rebounder. Dennis Rodman led the league in rebounding for years at 6'7". So that was his will and desire to go rebound. Our guys we don't have that will and desire every game. We have it some games, and we have to bring it every game. We got West playing 26 minutes, and he has no rebounds. That's unheard of. You know, you have to rebound if you want to be able to play, and that's the difference. He has to do a better job on the rebounding, and if not, we got to try to figure out who can.